Hi, I'm Xander. We're here on Rezzed Day 2 with Chris from Born Ready Games.
Hello.
Hey, you just better introduce yourself.
I'm Chris. I'm the lead designer on Strike Suit Zero.
Excellent. Can you just tell me a bit about the game?
Okay, it's a classic space combat game, similar to TIE Fighter, X-Wing, Free Space 2, that kind of thing, but sort of brought to a modern audience. Basically.
Okay. So how exactly have you done that? How have you brought it forward from the old TIE Fighter games? I mean, I remember playing a lot of those games back in the day, but it has been a very long time since we've seen anything like this.
Yeah, we've basically taken what we think are the best bits of those genres and added our own elements to that. We wanted to make it so that when you play it, it feels like it's that game, but obviously without the trappings of those old games, lots of keys, joystick dependence.
So you've gone for a more simplified approach to...
Yeah,
more accessible approach.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to use the words arcadey, and the game is certainly not sim, so we're kind of in between. I mean, the closest thing we can think of is like Colony Wars, where they had to take the space combat game and put it on a pad. Yeah. And so we're maintaining that in our heads. It's got to work on a pad. Yes, it's a PC game, but we want to keep it simple.
So we haven't seen that sort of game for quite a long time. Like I say, it's been probably a decade since I remember the last one that really stuck in my mind, which was iWar 2 for myself.
Oh yeah. For me, the swan song for me was Star Lancer. That was the last one I remember thinking, this is the kind of stuff I like.
Yeah. So is it exciting to be working on this sort of thing that hasn't really been seen for quite a long time, or are you more terrified that you'll make a mess of it?
A bit of both, I suppose. Really excited because these are the kinds of games I grew up with. I mean, my first computer game on a PC was TIE Fighter. So, I mean, working on this is amazing.
Yeah.
At the same time, the genre's been gone for a while, but it's kind of been worked on. Eastern European companies were doing a lot of it. And recently Soul Exodus came out, and we've been kind of keeping an eye, seeing what's going on. But the reception's been great, so we're not too worried. It's always kind of swings and roundabouts with genres.
Good. It is something I've been looking forward to, I've got to say, because it's been far too long since we've had a decent game of this kind of genre. So what's different about this than any of the older TIE Fighter games or similar space combat games?
So our biggest difference is the strike suit. It's the name of the game, right. But it's actually the name of the ship as well.
Right.
You have multiple ships you can play in, but the strike suit itself is a normal fighter that can transform into a robot.
Okay.
So it completely mixes up the standard space combat gameplay that's going on.
So change how the ship functions, change how weapons work, that kind of thing.
It lets you move laterally, it lets you stop. It kind of has a time dilation effect. So if a fighter flies past you, in a normal dogfight, you're going to circle around to chase him. In this, you just bam, strike suit mode, turn around, and just gun him down.
Nice.
Just like that, yeah.
Nice. So what kind of missions are we going to be seeing in this? Single player at the moment?
It's single player only. There's 13 missions. It's on a story to save the Earth, which sounds a little cheesy, but there's some depth to the plot. Yeah, it does work. There's a large war that's been going on between Earth and its colonies, and what happens is the colonies find a way to tip the balance. They have a weapon that will destroy Earth. They shatter your fleet and are heading to Earth. And the story is you building up a way to stop it, and the strike suit is your secret weapon to help you take it down.
Excellent. So what kind of things do you think we're going to see in the future? Have you got anything planned in the way of multiplayer add-ons?
If we did multiplayer in future, which we would love to do, it wouldn't be an add-on. We would do something standalone, similar to like XVT. I feel it's better that if you focus on that element of the game, you can make it a good experience in itself.
Excellent. It's nice to see you know where your focus is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Anywhere that our guys can get some more information on the game?
Our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/StrikeSuit0.
Nice and easy.
We've also got a website coming soon. There's a placeholder at the moment, but the game's so good, we thought we had to make the website just as good. So.
Well, thank you very much for talking to us today.
Thank you.